Hey everyone, this is Emmanuel Bernal, and this is my video book review on The Sonic Boom: How Sound Transforms the Way We Think, Feel, and Buy by Joel Beckerman. If you're interested in purchasing this book, you can get it for $9.95 on Amazon.com via desktop Kindle. And this book is pretty neat. It's a pretty interesting read. It had some good points on how sound affects the market and how we can use sound to influence people on things. This book also comes with a online book companion which shows you videos on various random things on pertaining to each chapter. One of the key importances that Beckerman stressed was how much influence sound has on a buyer and how creating the right sound at the right time can make or break a company, and these things are called boom moments. On the contrary, there are also negative boom moments that influence customers too, like having the wrong sound for the right picture kind of thing. Kind of like playing jingle bells when a scary movie comes. The reason why sound is so important is because sound is one of the five major senses, and it is actually the second closest sense tied to memory, with smell being first. Sound brings back memories, whether it be from your childhood, growing up, and can bring joys, tears, laughter, or any sort of emotion. It's that powerful, ladies and gentlemen. The first facet of sound I'd like to cover is the sound of silence. Believe it or not, this is a very important aspect of sound, as there are many companies trying to make things as humanly quiet as possible. For example, Lockheed Martin, a defense specialist, is actually trying to come up with a supersonic business jet that could travel over land. You may be asking yourself, why don't companies just travel supersonic speeds over land? However, that is not that simple, because traveling supersonic over land is actually illegal. Traveling supersonic can create sonic booms that are detrimental to buildings, especially those that are made out of glass. Another notable company that has spent a lot of money in making things quiet is the other defense specialist, Northrop Grumman. Their product, however, has come into fruition in the B-2 stealth bomber. This bomber is noted to be one of the most quietest and stealthiest planes on the market. Another aspect of sound that Beckerman covered was language. Language comes in different forms, and outside of America, languages vary in pitch and tempo. It is important for a marketer to understand the type of language that is used in a particular country, because creating a boom moment for that particular country can be different than creating a boom moment for a country like America. As mentioned earlier, sound is really important because it is really closely tied to your memory. For example, I bet you by me humming all these next sounds that you'll know where they come from. The first one is the next one will be and finally we have So with just those three tunes, you know, or at least I hope you know what I'm talking about. That is what we call sonic branding. If you were to guess Super Mario, Star Wars, and NBC football, you are correct. And just listening to those sounds brings back a lot of good memories if you've had good experiences, or bad memories if you had bad experiences with those sounds. With that said, I believe companies should invest more in their sonic branding because it can leave a lasting impression in their customers. Take Ford, for example. Beckerman described how the Bullitt Mustang, when it first came out, had to have a distinct sound that replicated the movie or people would not buy it. They took their time, figured out what was needed to be done in order to replicate the sound, and when the product came out, sold like hotcakes. On a final note, people believe that a picture says 1,000 words. Well, Beckerman believed that the right sound at the right time is worth 1,000 pictures, and I couldn't agree more.